So this is not looking good for them. Hopefully they can bring it in. We are now live in the pistol round, and Gambit are trying to go for some sneaky plays here. Split towards A, and Stewie is ready.
Look, this is called the Henry G, all right? It's gone about as well as when Henry G does it, though. That's a beautifully crisp shot. Everyone just goes out of squeak. Normally you have like a smoke or something for the guy in main, and you just kind of stay out of your way, just play to the bomb site, bring those Glocks in towards bearing sort of distance where you can really land the shots, but Automatic being the doorkeeper here, just keeping Dozier out. And Automatic again, still just over by Forklift, taking his time on this one, falling back away, but they've already lost map control. Shroud's pushed up. Nicely done. It's all encompassing here.
Yeah. Shroud is just going to be locking them down here together with Nothing. Suze has a bit of a tumble there, gets one, and now Nothing can guard it. Mo all alone. He's the man with the Tech 9 and the armor, the raid boss as we call him, but he's not going to be able to raid anything in Stewie 2K with the 2K here. And that opening jump to spot A main, and then with the quick team, or the assistant flash, and then in with the crisp headshot, that was perfect.
Not a bad way to start things off there, it is.
There it is.
Well, I don't know if he was fully flashed, but you know, he had the animation of being flashed anyway, so certainly sealed the deal. And well done to Stewie in the end, closing that one out. We're gonna have the Tech 9s, the Eagles, you know, everything, rinse and repeat for Gambit. You know what happens when they lose a pistol. Straight onto this for the purchase. Shroud gonna push up towards B. He does have support there as well, so he's not alone doing this, so that's fine. He can happily set a nice little crossfire up, wait to see if anyone does decide to come through. It's a matter of keeping these rounds clean. That, again, it's so imperative for the C2 side to build up funds on this, keep the money rolling, and that's not a good start. Adren and Dozier both finding frags here. That's actually very problematic. Now, Nothing has to fall away. He has to be careful because he can be overwhelmed quickly. They want to make a quick hit, bring, again, those pistols right into the action, and Dozier does it. Right around with the Deagle, and now Adren needs to deliver one, and he does. It's Dozier. No, it was him finding the kill as well. This guy with the Deagle is an animal, and Skadoodle now has to try and tame him. Works his way in, but Dozier will not back down. 4 kills, and the Deagle rings true. And heartbreak for Cloud9. That's a round you shouldn't be losing.
And that's a big problem when you play those two players on the B side. I actually liked what they did initially, is that one player peeks from main, and you got the other one sitting behind the box. But when Dozier comes in with the pistols, and you don't have anyone in CT spotting, then you can just hide in that corner as a CT and just say, well, 2 pistols coming at me, Nothing is just sitting there. What can you do? Nothing, because he has no backup. The pistols can come in close range to take him up. Of course, it always helps that you're constantly shooting headshots like Dozier is, but still, that was a perfectly played pistol force-up from Gambit. I love that.
Very well done. As said, if all the individuals really fire for Gambit, sort of a scary game for Cloud9 about to come through, but still, middle control has been exerted. Gambit do have that one under wraps. Where are they going to take it? Vents get tended with. The bombs. Is the bomb in vents right now? Or are you just outside of it?
Yeah.
Dozier? Alright. No highway control and no real step towards B. He just sat there with the bomb in vents. Like, you got to be feeling it if you're even considering this. Like, it's kind of a scary way to play. But then again, Adren and Mo are both super low, so we can't exactly drop it out to them with any real success either.
Has to take a few risks here. Stewie just holding close ranges. If they're going to come up mid and trying to get that shot control, not happening right now. Not happy with taking vent and then working from there. Smoke is behind him right now. That might give him a chance for the peak.
Does get one. Now Nothing needs to at least follow suit with another delivery. And that is signed, sealed, and delivered. Dozier's head rolls. That's a little bit of revenge from the last round. And actually, Gambit is starting to dwindle in numbers and HP. Zeus down to 46, Mo still on 8 HP. And the clock's going to start becoming a factor. They've got 30 seconds, and they've got to hit this site right about now. They committed with the bomb in towards Checkers. And a decent crossfire between the two, playing off each other well. But Stewie just barrels in towards the site. But I wonder, no, they're still going to go for this. I wonder if Zeus jumps up, drops the bomb off, and they go towards A. Really good idea, actually, overall. And that bomb can go get planted. Zeus is still winning out anyway.
Keeping that fake alive, and it's not until now that Shroud knows that he has to rotate. And he's on the rotate as quick as he can. And he's on 100 HP. Mo's only on 8. So he can just keep that pistol in hand and go for the duel. But let's see how Mo's going to play this one out. Very, very smart player. 2 grenades in hand. What can he do?
So Mo right now is holding a very passive angle. He's literally holding the push. He's heard the steps, possibly. And now he's just kind of getting, you get that little bit of worry. Left, right, where's he going to come from? Mo's checking left, he's looking right now. Shroud is going to take the fight, and that's what you want to see. Shroud comes in with a CZ and a well-played out round in the end, but very, very close stuff. Down to 1 player and a crazy quick rotate.
Very nice from Shroud, just checking every single angle, just coming in and then winning that aim duel. And as you said, when you hold that quad position, he's always so afraid because you know he's on the side, but he can come 2 positions. He can come either right or left. And at that point, when he knows you're at quad, he's not going to make any sound. So you're going to have to gamble on what direction he's going to come from. But very nice round there from Shroud. Gets that 2K and then clutch in the end. So he's going to be happy.
Well, not that happy.
Well, this is
as happy as you can get. Yeah, that's true. Who did a video on that? It was like, this is Shroud when he's happy, and this is Shroud when he's not happy. It's a great video. Find it.
Yeah. It's on Reddit somewhere, sure.
Exactly. You'll get there. Shroud, Reddit, it's very easy. Very, very easy to find. Let's look towards the top. Anyway, buy round comes in. Maybe not perfect for Gambit, but they do have firepower. A Glil with Dozier, a Deagle with a Dren, and Zeus already with a kill. That's good beginning here. A nice foray into this round as they do start to try and exude that mid-control again. Really push quite hard for this one, and the Shadow gives away the game, and so do the footsteps. Out of side though, Stewie biting back towards middle, right out in the open. That's aggression. That is powerful play. Bring down to this 3v3, but still, the bomb's got a great step towards A. No one's actually in A right now for Cloud9.
It's the opening for Gambit. So they get this side completely for free. At least 2 players into post-plant positions without anything done. Stewie is coming in here from CT. He has some kind of idea because these 2 teammates just called. It's not B. Okay. It's only 1 place it can be then. 3v3 retake, a nade, and a molly, and nothing on the terrace. But Adren's position is key here, I think.
Oh, the molly's great as well. That comes through. Hobbit plays it well. Boost. And again, gets overwhelmed though. Nothing very quick on this. 1 kit on Shroud, so he's going to be imperative to staying in this one. Dozier trying to keep containing 2 players here, but they're going to be quickly encroaching towards him. Fights. Oh, Dozier! That is a big, big round from him at the very end. Control, to say the least, and a smile from the god himself.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Adren, he keeps that very, very far away position for such a long time. He's actually trusting his teammates to just play defensively on the side, and then when he's needed, he rotates into short and actually try to baits out for Dozier, who in the end lands 2 beautiful headshots. But really, really nice play once again. Gambit just playing good CS right now. This is a pistol coming out of Cloud9. Zeus knows this, has the Mac 10. Only a couple flashbangs for Cloud9 and some pistols to hold this off.
I guess if you're Cloud9 as well, like, what research can you do on Gambit on cash? Like, if Gambit don't know what they're doing, you won't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's a tough situation for Gambit coming into this, but already showing some very nice, diligent play. They may not have the complete depth that you might see Cloud9 be able to go to or feel comfortable going to, but they certainly have the individuals doing perfectly fine so far. Hobbit, gonna find nothing. A light investment here and there from Cloud9, a bit of armor, some pistols. But thus far, really, Gambit don't seem too fucked. Oh,
that is
my
so
god. Although Stewie didn't react, just like, great, this is my life now. Cool. Been here for like a minute, and that's when you push.
Yeah. Every CS player has experience.
Yeah, it's literally hell.
There we go. Shroud. Not trying to save, that's for sure. Picks up the AK, goes for the duel instead, gets completely shut down. 3K. Coming in from one of the Gambit boys there. Nothing focused right now, and that's what the entire Cloud9 lineup needs to be, in focus. They need to not grab this one, but the next buy round that comes around. Is this cash? Is this their home turf? And they need to bank on it. Only pistols though, so don't expect too much out of this for Cloud9.
No, it should be a walk in the park for Gambit. As long as they kind of, cross the T's, dot the I's.
Oh, okay.
Or do that. Fair enough. All right, Shroud. Cool. Look at Adren and Zeus. They're both actually pretty tagged in this. I'm getting a little, not worried. I think worried's a strong word, but Stew's in a great spot as well. Just comes charging out, but Mo's got Zeus's back here in this situation. Smoke again goes in for Gross, and Mo now exuding confidence. And there's nothing with just the Big Mac Daddy to try and get it done. That's a kill though. Any more to follow is awesome. Don't know how much he's gonna get done. No armor, so we can't really... Ooh, that's a nice connection. And there's the final nail to the coffin of that round. But a lot of damage done, considering what they had.
3 frags from a bare pistol, and that is really, really nice coming out from Cloud9 there. And this will also get them into... Let's just enjoy this for a second. Hello, Reddit. How are you doing?
I was moded the Shroud impressions. Thank you for whoever links me that. I do appreciate it. It was like instantly, like anyone mentions like Shroud and Reddit, everyone's like, I've got my bookmarks ready for you, do not fear. Now they come. Anyway, into this, we finally see a goodbye for Cloud9 as well. Feels like it was a little bit of a while, you know, the double ecos and just kind of the very light investments of pistols kind of sucks. So, Dren get a molly out towards vent. Maybe assisting that mid control. This we going to try and build later down the line. Force them back a touch. Smoke's still in play. It's going to force Stewie to have to respond eventually. Keeps control of that smoke. It looks like a bit more of an A hit thus far. We've got the smoke coming in. The closest smokes allowed Dozier to get through the door and find maybe a route that he can start taking, as Mo already found the kill. And that is perfect. Beautiful mentality from Dozier.
That was really, really good from him. And now it stopped in his track because Automatic is now on the bomb site. Flash is still winning in from the terrace, and he's in a perfect position. Hasn't been spotted out yet. Trades one for the 1-0. Sue's coming in with 1, and now 2v3. 2 CTs remain, and they have to play the retake or save.
On the close wall, that's a tag, really? How is that a tag? I won't ask the question now, I'll ask it later, because it's down to just nothing now in the 1v2. Bomb is planted, and he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Take your pick, nothing. You got Hobbit to the right, and you got Zeus behind you. How much more can you do in this? Walks in,
He's
checks.
allowed to cross.
That's more impressive than anything, but that might give him a wrong display here. And oh, Zeus, so well played, good positioning, calm, cool, and very collected. Barely breaking a sweat at this point.
Really nice round. Once again, Gambit. And they're looking quite fine here on the map because of Cloud9. A lot better than I and probably the desk as well would have imagined they could look here. So kudos to Gambit there. Seems like they're stepping up their game after not so good first day here at DreamHack Summer.
You've got to feel as well for Cloud9, you know, you've got to start putting up numbers, and it puts pressure on you as well. As a team, they should be able to deal with that, though. It's not like they're new to this. It's not like any of that sits with them, that you don't get away with those excuses, but I want to see a good game from them. Yeah. I always get excited when you see a couple of players don't have a really good game, and you start to believe that, oh, maybe this could be the one where you see them go well. I don't know what it is about Cloud9, but you always want to see them just have a, you know, very competitive matchup. But Gambit are the lovable rogues at this point, aren't they? Coming into a map like Cash, and they're already up 5-2 against Cloud9, arguably one of the best maps that sits beside Cloud9. And my word, Automatic! Alright, I'm going to send a postcard about that one. 2 beautiful kills, and Stewie and Skadoodle. Can you replicate any of that? You got Deagles galore. That's the movement there. Doesn't quite get anything from it. Adren's just like, alright, well, these guys, wow, they can foon around the map. And they can shoot too. The Deagles are coming through.
2v2 now. Deagle retake incoming. If I was them, I was probably just gonna grab some AKs and rotate away, but I'm probably a bit more of a conservative player than Stewie.
They just believe.
Skadoodle. They believe.
They're believers.
In themselves.
You need that positive mental attitude, and you just win constantly. That's how it works, right? He didn't believe enough. Yep. That's why he's tagged down at 3 HP. But let's see if Stewie's got a little bit more faith. There's 1 kill, but again, there's no time on this defuse. But he's made it costly. He's got a gun. He's not going to keep it, but you know. Stewie, look at that in the air.
Didn't believe enough.
Didn't, exactly. That's how it works.
But yeah, actually a really nice round nonetheless. They come out with some deagles and they still get a bunch of kills, forced it into a 1v1 in the end. That's very hard to win, and look at that. Look at this beauty for a second.
Whoa. There's something nice about the deagle shot, you know what I mean? Like,
I missed that for so long in the beginning of CSGO. Especially when coming from Source where the deagle was just a guard, literally.
Do you remember that frag move? It was like by Bieber or something. It's a great deagle frag move from Source. If you guys know, it's like perfectly synced up to the deagle sound.
Yeah.
I started seeing that coming back through in CSGO. I was like, yes, this is what I need. All right, Skadoodle, AWP time, sitting up in quad. There's a double AWP on both. No, excuse me, only on one side here. So Stewie's got one as well. He's already showing him how. Oh, Mo! Just slaps it out on the desk. Skadoodle down. A's looking vulnerable. A quick play as well. Automatic has to dive in here and go head first. And it doesn't go well. Fully blinded, and it still works for Gambit.
This has to be a heartbreaking round for Cloud9 because they're just getting wrecked by all these, like, Mo coming in with the first pick, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
that fully flashed kill coming in as well, and then now Mo jumping up and getting a kill as well with the orb, and you're just thinking, like, how can we battle this? Yeah, this is our map, and we're getting wrecked.
It literally, as well as most of you, are just sat there like, well, what am I meant to do about this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, also because it's still the same problem as they had on train, which is Skadoodle is not showing up, and I'm kind of against just bashing on a player, but it's pretty obvious at this point, especially because Mo, as the AWP on the other team, is just going off.
To be fair, Mo's been a player who's, you know, I was actually a big advocate for him when he was kind of just started to break out during the Pro League. Like when he first came into it, he had a big kind of like swing up in performance, and it was like you saw the potential, especially on, it was Overpass when he really got his debut into like having these huge rounds. And I was a massive fan of this guy. And then he kind of like dropped off a little bit, became just, you know, that normal kind of like consistent-ish all play. He was never, you know, the highlight of the team, but so far this DreamHack for him, this DreamHack Open has been phenomenal. He's really starting to find a little bit of something to him. And no one's really been able to challenge him yet or go, you know, truly toe-to-toe. We haven't really seen that much of a fight back from Skadoodle. Wanted to see if maybe Stewie starts feeling it more if they get a double ult back out, but it's at 7-2 here.
There's a hard one. No, looking for even more. So add on to that. Thought process, and Drain steals it away. Skadoodle actually close to finding someone here in door, but will not do it. 36 HP remaining on him. Gambit just playing slow, taking mid-control, sending one guy up towards short, just waiting back, seeing if they can get some openings, and then in 20-30 seconds they're gonna... Actually now they're grouping up because they got that opening from Hobbit and just take the site. It's just pretty much textbook how to play Cash here coming out of Gambit. Just take that mid-control, use that to win the round, and they do so. Another one comes onto the board, 8-2 right now. And we have to reiterate, this is the map choice of Cloud9. They are behind, they lost the first map. If they lose this as well, that's it.
Just please do me a favor, guys. If you've just tuned in and you missed the start of the show, just go on the HLTV page for the stats of Gambit, and then just look at Cash in comparison to every other map, and then look at Cloud9. Like, literally, just do what we do as our job. Look at the stats, and then just sit there going, something's wrong here, because 8-2 is not what this scoreline should be. And they're starting to feel confident. You can see this quick play through mid. They're actually taking these fights, even though there's a decent vibe against them. And oh god, automatic just gets swept aside. Under the rug almost. And oh my word, the follow-up's even better. Shroud. Not even a chance, not even a glimpse. And the glimmer of hope, Skadoodle, extinguished.
Nope.
8 HP, nothing to be done.
And it's becoming increasingly harder and harder to create an argument of how Cloud9 should come back into this game right now. Because in the beginning rounds of this map, you're kind of thinking, okay, they can afford to lose a couple of rounds and then come back into the game. But the last 3 rounds, I haven't really seen much from Cloud9 that allows me to create that argument. Nothing is, again, playing well individually, but that doesn't really matter when the rest of the team isn't up to snuff.
This is the thing that I love about Gambit, though, is like the first day we saw them, they were still kind of a little shaky, a little, you know, a couple of things not in the right place. Today, you're really starting to see it coming back.
Yeah.
That kind of like fluidity you see with the team, like especially on T sides when they just start to take these brilliant fights together, you know, facing at the right time, always, you know, trading effectively. And I love the pace they just came in with that round. They knew that Cloud9 were in a big buy, just went straight through, really, you know, that gets in your head as well. That's a real mental thing. If someone's just going quick and you're just kind of screwed, you didn't even have time to use your utility or put it down or put it into play, you just get screwed over and you start getting more and more frustrated. You just get less and less options.
Yeah. That can really tilt you. That is one of the biggest factors. And that also, Shroud. You know, hiding behind that box and you just get that Molotov thrown at you and you just think, okay, well, this is the done round for me. Stewie gets completely flashed and Skadoodle actually got something done here. He actually got the frag out of Doja with the pistol, so really nice of him winning that duel. That's very low % chance winning with a pistol against a fully bought up AK. Makes that work. Doja is now removed, but it's still 3v4 and Stewie is on 2 HP. Dren now taking out nothing.
Automatic. We saw the deagle work earlier. It's pretty good, but pretty good doesn't quite cut it yet. Guess what? And at this point, as much as, you know, getting kills is good with pistols, you're at 9-2, you need rounds.
Yeah.
So even though, yeah, oh, it looks great, gets a deagle kill, doesn't really equate to much at this point. A safe gun for Stu would be good. Can't get near it. And yeah, this is, it's just kind of hard to watch because it feels like a very flat Cloud9.
Yeah.
And very deflated.
Trying to find the positives of what they're doing, but when the positives is a single kill or maybe 2 kills in this kind of round, that's actually a nice positive. But still, it's like a needle in a haystack right now for Cloud9.
They need the last rounds. You know, everyone, when you play your games at home, you're standing there playing matchmaking, you know, your Face it, your ECA, whatever you play, whenever you do this, and it gets to 10-2, you're like, all right, just get the last round, it'll be fine. 10-5 half is fine, we can work with that. Cloud9 desperately need this. They really do. So, again, I don't think the Gambit's cash game is phenomenal. I really don't. I don't think we've seen anything, you know next gen or going to change the world of cash CS, but they need the last rounds to give them a chance. Skadoodle holding a nice little angle. That smoke works well, and he misses. Falls back and has to go again at this. There's 4 players essentially tendering towards A right now. The 4th or 5th man coming over will be Hobbit eventually. He's just going to play it slow so he can catch the back flank, and someone who's not playing it slow as a Dren. Straight out, confident, finds nothing. Skadoodle, you need to do something here. Stop this site just being completely ravaged by Gambit. Automatic's doing good, but Dren again strikes so quickly. And the bomb's still down though, not actually planted yet. Stewie's found a position too. And they're finally starting to come alive, but Mo is still there, and we know what happens with this guy.
Mo and Hobbit alive now. Bomb is still dropped on the site. CTs, what can they do here? They're trying to take that fight on the side as well. Is Skadoodle, and that's his second kill of the round. Looking for a third, and this is finally working out for them. There's a hold. And he gets it. Nice from Skadoodle, finally stepping up.
Yeah, it's a round. They keep both of the orbs up as well. They keep, they do what they need to, right? This is keeping things together. You're hoping at this point.
This round they did believe, and then they got it, Lauren.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Works, you know, just shout motivating things at each other. It's all you need. But here we go. Look at those rounds. They're so sporadic. You got the first two through the pistol rounds, essentially a bit of a turn of events. And Stewie this time gonna find the angle with the orb. Oh god, that flash! Oh no! Hobbit's caught 3 out, completely unawares. The third as well to follow. Nothing. Oh god, it's devastating for Cloud9. They get a glimpse of hope. They get this window of opportunity, and they're just gonna get a hard reset. Skadoodle misses the shot, and Hobbit, you're an animal.
That was insane, and that's what you need to do. Like, you need to use your flashes. You need to bank on your opponent when they're trying to do something that you can punish, and then you need to be on point with your aim. And those 3 things, just that's Hobbit in that round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice top up.
Now, Hobbit's, I'm a huge fan of Hobbit as well. He doesn't necessarily play like the most flashy CS on occasion, but he's just super good at what he does, right? It's one of those, it's quite enjoyable to watch. Adren, when it's working, right? You spray through 3 smokes, you get a kill. All right, this is a game for me. This is okay. I'm doing okay here. 11-3 on the half, though. What's not going okay is Cloud9 CT half. This is actually pretty devastating. It's actually a real shame to see somewhat going down like this. It's such a lead that even if Gambit don't have the best CT side, you've got to feel that they can grind out enough rounds to at least get very close to closing this through. And I don't know what Cloud9 can bring on their T side, but they've got to somehow wake up.
Let's see here, Hobbit has been the star so far. It's about to do battle with Stewie 2K. As Gambit will take it over this A-bomb side, and Stewie's still hiding in the door, but will be taken out by Hobbit when he looks away. And that just remove your hope completely in that situation. Now trying to retake pistols in a UMP-45, and Mo just getting stuff done. Stu's taking one more out, and nothing will be eliminated as well. 12-3 half. Could have been 13-2. Could have been even worse. And that's that's the insane part. Like, getting that sick of a first half on Cloud9's map point. Cloud9 know that they have to bring it back now, or they're out of the tournament because they lost that first map.
Yeah, and I don't often think teams of this caliber feel that kind of mental strain that maybe slightly lesser teams do, but you've got to feel here at this point that first game has really taken the wind out of Cloud9, because this is a map they should be doing far better on. They looked very, very diligent on the first map, and now map 2, you can see the stress, you can see the strain really starting to kick in. 3 rounds is tough, considering what 2 of them were basically pistol rounds, or forcing up and kind of like turning things around in very early kind of back and forth. So yeah, this gets a little bit trickier to handle coming into the second half. They need flawless approach. They need everything in the right place, and somewhat somehow at the moment nothing is.
And this is what we're talking about, ending the first map. Like, could they reset themselves and come back from a very, very close game? And they haven't succeeded so far. Zeus is happy. Of course he's happy. Like, why wouldn't he be?
So a nice holiday. He's come back. He's like, yeah, we never went on a break. 12 rounds against Cloud9 on cash. Yeah, that's all right.
I'm looking at Hobbit's scoreboard, and I don't believe he went on a break. He's 17-8 right now.
Guys, considering he had a very slow start as well for Train, he was not doing brilliantly on Train either. So he obviously ended pretty fine, but at the very start, he was, not exactly the best beginning, but really recovering.
He's getting back into it.
All right, Cloud9, show us what you can do. Show us why this is a map that all of us believed you were going to pick up here. Pretty much all of the desk essentially said, when it comes down to cash, this should be Cloud9's. Lovely smoke approach. I think this is the one that goes down where Dozier is, and it's just so nicely formed. But Dozier doesn't really seem to care, so he's just going to tank it out. I think the smoke actually went a little too deep at that point, but it still worked out well. Automatics found Hobbit. Mo fights his way back in with a quick frag, but the bomb gets to go down. It should be planted now. So the afterplant positions now become imperative.
Let's see. He is going for the long flank. Oh, no, he's just holding it. That means Shroud and Automatic is holding it here on the side, and that's just working out perfectly. Mo's the only one to get a frag this round for Gambit, and Maybe he's going to get one more, but definitely not going to get the round here. That means that Cloud9 get a much-needed pistol.
That would be a sigh of relief at this point. Just that, all right, round by round, let's do this, let's go. It's first round on the board, second half. You know, I do want to look at the gun rounds more than anything. Obviously, that's where things really kick off. But if you're a Cloud9 fan, you're banking on that round. So 4 alive is always good.
You need every single round from now on, but not technically, but
close enough.
Yeah.
All right, off we go. Cloud9. The first strike in the right direction. The thing is, you look at that Gambit roster, everyone's delivering pretty well. Like, no one's having a quiet game. No one's like, you know, just shying away or not having to do much. They're all there. Like, everyone's just fine.
And that's the strength of Gambit, in my opinion, that every single player on that team can step up individually and have a top-ranking game. And not a lot of teams can say that.
No, absolutely. Now, I'm wondering if Gambit's, you know, just general good CT-side approaches can actually transfer to a map they don't really play as much. Stewie's going to tear them apart at B, just going to trailblaze that avenue of attack. And Dozier praying the Deagle connects, but nothing does. It's nothing actually. He was tagged a little lower, but it doesn't really matter as they do power their way through. The armor, the rifles, it's all there. The Dren just getting spammed away at. Tries to make his way through. Not to be seen. Cloud9 continue.
Yeah, it took a while to kill Dozier there, but that is the only negative point of that round, and they'll take that right now, Cloud9. Can Gambit pull out of the bag right now? It's not going to be much. It's just going to be the usual pistols as they are buying up in the next round. Right now, it's not looking like they're saving up on AWP for Mo because he's still on $2,000 and Hobbit is on 2.2, but it's not going to be enough to buy an AWP in the next round. So we're going to see an AWPless CT side coming out of Gambit. Nice opening. Mo just straight walking out in the spray of Stu 2K, just challenging an AK long range. Smart.
To be fair, if you're Gambit,
this
you're
round
just going through the motions. Yeah, it's like, well, we're up 12-5, we're all right. Don't worry about it. We get a rifle away. Nice. Very good. Stewie, you good? Stewie's all right. He's fine.
He needs to get some aggressions out.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit. He doesn't look frustrated at all, Risk. I don't know what you mean. That's how I play games. That's a nice shot from Dozier, though. Stewie probably not so happy now. But still, no gun recovered, but I'm wondering if they're going to get hold of that rifle. Yes, they did manage to reclaim it, so they do keep the AKs up as well. No harm, no foul. A little bit frustrating. You have to rebuy armor, I guess, and some utility, but it is what it is. That's fine. And now it's buy time coming in for Gambit as well. We're going to be looking at the fact of, you know, no warps coming through, limited utility as well. So this could be a very tough round for Gambit. They are at 12-6, though. They've got rounds to play with, but you look at Cloud9, they've got that perfect purchase. They've got all those mollies. Oh, this could be a nice hit. Risky going for a bit of an all-in B hit at this point. Yeah. We've still got 2 players here for Gambit as well. They're playing 2 on B, so
they're taking mid
very
control
close
right
mid.
now.
Yeah, Adren's pushed up. I wonder if they've heard it, if they expect it, but they won't expect the quick flank. If they show that they're all here at B, this could be such a huge issue.
See, Zeus has to either take a very aggressive stance and hold an angle or rotate back towards the side. I think that's what he's doing now. And some kind of idea, and with the grenades coming in now, surely they'll know it's the B push.
God. There's 3 players watching for this, but look at the absolute carpet bomb of mollies, burning them alive. Makes it so uncomfortable as Zeus still finds one, even though he's fully flashed. It's Stewie to forge his way through, but the quick flank comes in. Adren finds one hit for himself. The eyeing up the second is big, and they're so on point. Stewie still has a chance, and I still think he can do something about this if he can get past that, but try and predicting Dozier swinging out with a UMP, not gonna happen. Gambit. What a play from those guys. Yeah. Timing on the push-up in middle. It was so well played and so frustrating for Cloud9 because you got to feel that if they hadn't had that early read on the Gambit side, they didn't have that quick flank coming through, that was there. And Stewie, you could see him fighting tooth and nail for this. He so desperately wants this.
Definitely. Also, I have to give Cloud9 credit. That one round, the utility usage was very good. But then again, the firepower just comes in from Gambit. Talking about firepower, look at that. Skadoodle finally winning a duel against Mohin. That is one of the things they need to coming back into this game. They need Skadoodle to win those AWP duels. But yeah, as I said, utility usage is very nice, but just get shot out of the bomb site by the sheer firepower of Gambit. But now, 5v4. Now on this T side, they can slow the pace down a bit, rotate around, make sure that they hit the side with 1 or 2 players, and then go for that.
You can see how Gambit respond. They are a man down, and obviously as a CT side, you generally try and want to get that frag back, but a lot of T sides know it, so they just kind of hit the brakes, chill out for a bit, see if anyone tries anything. We're just going to hold. But Gambit are very patient, it seems. They're not overly looking for it, but there you go. There's that main play. Always trying to find a way back into having a good situation for themselves. But with Cloud9 being so passive at this point, still 50 seconds left in a deep smoke. Now, obviously, Gambit don't get information from this, but Cloud9 also has to be careful playing back into it, of course. It does mean that they have to be very, very cautious.
One thing that I'm wondering is that they're completely not going B at all. Like, they're not even checking B, Cloud9. There could be a big flank coming in from one of the CTs right now. And, yeah, this is just going to be an A take, but almost all of the CTs are going to be there. Not a good position from Doja. But still, 2v5 though. Doesn't even seem to matter. Cloud9's going to take the round, surely.
Hobbit.
Here's the Dren.
Stewie should be able to get Hobbit. And, oh my god, a Dren, no way! This is huge. Underhand nade goes out. He knows roughly where they're both. Oh! Stewie saves the day for Cloud9. By the skin of their teeth again. This is terrifying to watch. Even in the situations Cloud9 should be locking out, you know, no problem, like a 5v2, you're fine. It's not fine. A Dren will not let you go quietly into the night. He'll drag you kicking and screaming if you want any of these rounds. And they don't even look fussed. They're just like, alright, it's fine. Eco time, no worries.
We're gonna get the buy. Next one. You do a double eco, doesn't matter. Gambit, of course, with a 13-7 lead, that's kind of the mentality you would expect. Also a team that has that amount of self-confidence and finally finding themselves after vacation. It's to be expected, but Cloud9 are battling back. Every single round is a grind. And Mo, manages to pick up someone with that Stewie going down. The USB headshot.
But Cloud9 are doing what we said. They're on, not like a directive order, but you know, the fact that they do have to win these rounds quite decisively with, you know, everything, all the win conditions coming through. It's not like it's completely out of the realm of possibility they bring this back. It at least looks competitive now. That's the main thing. Even if you look back and you look at that scoreline, it'll look like, oh, it might have been a closer game, but you watch it in actual fact, it was a bit of a landslide for the first half. But Gambit, you had to fully settle in on this CT side. The money's not quite been there yet. It's been a little bit of a struggle for them to try and create this opportunity to go forward.
Let's have a look here. Of course, 3 players alive. 1 AK being saved by Mo, the 2 remaining players. We're looking for an exit frag, but Cloud9 surely gonna rotate everyone out of the same direction. Clearing it, it is cleared. And now they're rotating away without giving up any weapons or any kills. And getting on 8 rounds now. Tightening in that lead.
Yeah.
5 rounds remaining. And we're tied up.
Yeah, once they get to double digits, I'll actually start believe we have a
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm saying it's like, not yet.
I'm waiting for that buy round coming in.
Yeah.
And if Gambit just smacks that one home, and it's time now.
Still not even a perfect purchase.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering here, because surely when being up 13-8, you'll be saying...
Oh, hey, Body. What's up?
Body joined the server. Pushed the second.
I actually love that wallbang. Like, I know they're asking recently, well, the map dev was asking recently whether or not to keep it in, but I really like stuff like that. I love like little quirky plays. They're so cool, like timing-based stuff. But yeah, for now, that all aside, my enjoyment of weird wallbangs aside. I am curious why Gambit keep going for this kind of like half buys, right? Well, not even half buy, but you know, a lesser buy than ideal.
They could have waited 1 round, maybe have some 5-7s, play some close range smoke, stuff like that, and then in the next round they could have double op setup, everyone with utility, no need for UMPs.
Everywhere, yeah.
More than 1 kit.
Would be nice.
And they're up like 13-8. They have they can afford to give away the rounds. So hopefully that's not going to be the thing that bites them in the butt.
Lovely. Double smokes in mid. It's going to give them control. If they go for the late boost up and over, they can then play in towards events. I'm actually going to go for much, but it also limits the information that Gambit have, right? They're left guessing, and Doja tries to find information and only finds the the pointy end of Stewie's gun, but Mo's still kicking towards A, and he knows the hit's coming in. The molly's now laying down over the floor, and Mo can't do anything here. He can't escape it, but nice shot down in towards middle, so that keeps this in the realm of possibility of a playback in from Gambit. If they're quite quick about this as well, they could maybe catch him off guard, but no. They get the bomb down, and now it's retake time.
See, it's Zeus and Hobbit. No utility. Trying to retake with firepower alone, but I think at this point they're deciding on saving their weapons. And once again, I have to give credit for Cloud9. Their Molotov usage when going into sites have been on point so far.
Oh, the B hit was great, wasn't it, earlier?
So now they know, like, they can do great Molotov usage on both sides. Just catching people off guard all the time.
And this is the thing you expect from a team who plays cash on a regular basis, who has it in their map pool on quite a consistent factor, is that you have these go-tos. You don't have to just depend on your firepower delivering on every occasion. You do have these very nice ways of hitting sites. That B hit earlier was really what I liked. Even though they actually lost the round in the end, the way they completely covered the site, they made it so uncomfortable in no good positions. Stu was able to find 2 from that. Really, really nice approach. But the problem is now, they've kind of started to really push Gambit's buttons, right? Gambit takes a timeout. Time to consider. Time to just mull over what we've got going on. How do we approach it now? All right, we've run out of that, you know, just sheer hoping for the best. We need more.
Let's see here. Once again, we've been highlighting the coaches today. This is where the analytical feedback here from the Gambit coach comes in, and the players, and probably Susan and Dren, talking it over and giving out orders to the rest of the team, making sure everyone is on the same page. So get it all lined up. And hopefully it's going to make it into a round here for them. So, 14, which would be edging in closer towards the win.
Yeah. Cloud9, just a good time for them to just reflect on things as well, keep themselves in the game, keep focused, just, you know, take stock of what they've achieved so far. This went from a horrible scoreline of a game, a bit of a disaster on all, to somewhat of a good one. And now we're going to see what really the individuals from Gambit can do here as well, because they've been, you know, pushing their limits tactically on this map for a team that's just not known for their proficiency here.
Yeah.
And the Molotovs, the executes, it's very nice. It's very refined from Cloud9. We're seeing why this is a great pick for them. But still, there's so much potential here, and there's only a few more rounds to really grind out. That's the scary part.
And also the fact that Hobbit has been falling off, in my opinion, because he was on 16 or 17 frags when the half ended. He's only on 20 now. And yeah, that's in 7 rounds. Just a few frags from him. Definitely need some more from him. Right now, of course, since they saved the 2 weapons, they're going to buy some deagles and then not invest anything else in this round and then have to buy next one. Still Hobbit and Zeus with weapons and armor as well. Can't count those up.
No. We'll see if they can maybe, if they find a couple of kills cleanly and get away with it. That'd be, you know, that's the dream, right? That's what you hope for. But look at the positioning coming from Cloud9. You can see how passive they are in spawn. There's actually someone like right next to spawn, just sat by the truck. He could be on top of it, actually watching for a counter boost or something. But for now, Skadoodle patiently waiting by B. Just, you know, whoever blinks first loses at that point.
Yeah, and this is kind of like the setup after a pause is coming in, because both teams are aware of the fact that after a pause, the other team will maybe go do something crazy just to mess up the pace.
Yep.
Both right now playing very, very patient. So we're surely going to see the execute that Cloud9 has planned. Also, they've can of course also talk in this pause and this break. So they surely have something planned here. Some kind of T execute.
Oh, it looks like a bit of a fake
yeah,
thing
exactly.
out, isn't it? Look at this.
And it's working out perfectly.
Yeah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Even sold further by nothing, finding one. Does get dealt with by Zeus, and Zeus might start wondering, going, no one else here, guys. This is awkward. Yeah, all right, back to where we go. And, well, I guess they've got 3 players alive now with rifles. That could be a good save for them if they want to go forward, if they want to try and keep them up.
I think it also comes down to if they can get the opening frag now in this duel here. Hobbit, obviously the guy they want to send into the duel. And if he can get something done, then they'll try it. If they're not finding anything, if he's not finding anything, then they're probably going to rotate back.
No kits.
Yep.
Remember, so you know, the normal time frame is out of question. Now Skadoodle swings into action as
Now
well. It comes through on main. Yeah, it's time to back away, and they already committed quite far to the side. Zeus is the one who's been able to keep the rifle to hand, so he's in pretty much safe distance. He hasn't really got any threats there. Dozier, if he can get a gun away from this one, he'd be so happy, but very unlikely. It's time to back away, and for Gambit, they do need to take a save, get that full buy going forward. Hopefully, maybe even look at a double orb if they have the money for it, if they want to. They need something, though, to stop this Cloud9 comeback and stem the bleed, as that scoreline is looking far, far closer.
Go on, Dozier won't be able to find anything, I think.
Nope. Wasn't able to pick up anything in the end there. Still sound 6k, so they actually do have a really nice buy coming into this round, no matter what.
Yeah.
Mo does have an orb with armor finally. It's not just a glass cannon. All right, we finally get a nice buy. Not like a couple of UMPs, maybe 1 flash.
This is the
decent.
round.
Oh, don't do it, Skadoodle. Don't do it. He does, it's okay.
Full setup from both teams. Or almost full setup. Mo already, of course, with that orb out of utility. The T side, of course, have everything they want. Color mollies on the CT side as well to block things off. But once again, there's only 1 smoke remaining on the CT side right now. This could be a problem.
They at least have players in the right place, I guess. Molly goes in. Dozier's going to be mollied out there pretty soon. Oh, and Dren finds a beautiful angle, tries to spray and crouch his way back in, but it's Mo to keep things together at the seams. Bearing in mind, Dozier is under severe scrutiny as we speak. The smoke still keeping them at bay. The rotates are coming in, and there we go. That's the shutdown. This is terrifying for Cloud9, and a moment of relief for Gambit as they finally get back into this. Finally, they know what they can do.
Really nice. That AWP coming in from CT spawn, staying alive on the back of quad, just taking the time off. And here we go. We didn't see this in the beginning, and here we just go. Mo just mowing people down with that orb. Taking 1, taking the second. And also 2 high impact frags, because those are players who cannot get on that bomb site and secure that bomb plant.
14 to 10 now. They want to keep the money up though, Gambit. They've had to deal with, you know, what it's like to be in poverty at this point throughout this game. So they've got to be doing that. Now, Zeus.
Into the vent he goes.
Pushing forward. Bit of a, you know, real strain towards middle. Actually, this is a good shout. If he gets away with this, very nice. There's 3 players kind of initially tendering towards middle. Then you had one by boost, one towards middle, and, you know, everything else could, like, kind of pinch around it. I'm not sure if they're going to go for it. It could be a late mid play. At the moment, we've got the double stack towards Checkers as well from Gambit. They've got 2 players out there. It could be a support for Hobbit. I think it is. So if Hobbit, you know, can't cleanly fall away, you've got the support through Vents. And here comes that mid pressure that I was talking about. This could be very, very interesting now.
You're going to use utility to take it as well. So this is definitely something that I want to do. Let's get a little with the AWP. Just get ready. And this is where the Vents play. Oh, actually, he rotates away from Vents. Now holds in the back of sandbags. That's Zeus, of course. But Mo is just locking it down right now. Opening once again.
Where's Adren in this? Is he on the boost or is he pushed up towards main? I'm kind of curious in a second. But Automatic does find opportunities in mid, and yeah, he was just underneath by the boost, but goes very aggressive to try and find the kills here. But the molly still works out, and we're down to the last 2 orbs, split between the sites. Hobbit or Mo, pick your poison, Cloud9. And Mo has been a really sore stick point for Cloud9, finding it hard to handle him. A little bit of a boost here. Spots him. Mo now can make the call. Might need Hobbit to start working his way around. Doesn't want to commit just yet. They can always get around towards the vents. And the flash! I believe for a second it didn't land, though. Finds a different angle. Goes back in for more. That's a tag, though. Nothing now down to 22 HP. Mo is under pressure. He's going to, again, get away with murder. How is he still alive? And look at the time. It is ticking. And, oh, the bomb goes loose. Oh, Mo is an animal. What a beast in the highest pressure situations. He will not relent. And that is the round to push Gambit to this situation.
Oh, what a round. And it's so hard for Cloud9 in that position to punish him for missing all those shots because he's all alone on that bomb site. He can use the entire bomb site to dance around. They still have to get towards him. Yep. And that's just movement and knowledge from Mo just winning in that round. So sometimes you don't even need to hit those AWP shots the first 3 if you can move away and reposition yourself constantly.
Oh, and look what it's done to the money at Cloud9.
Yeah, it's wrecked. Brutal. Savage. Wrecked.
All right, Red Eye. Gambit.
Wow.
All right, Shroud. Sorry I didn't say your name in a while, buddy, but, you know, calm down. Calm down. He's taking Adren out. There's a chance.
There's always a chance.
There is always a chance. It's just, it's hard to watch at the moment as Gambit are just, you know, tearing into Cloud9. Shroud's still looking for another one. Please, just give me another frag. Let me get back in this game. Mo, though, not going to let go for a second. Stewie now gone. Your options are starting to look limited. Down to 4.
She's gone close range as well.
Look at this guy. Can that molly go away already? I want to get up close and personal. Now the push comes in. He's still surrounded, but look at him. How is he allowed to get away like this? 3 players, though, trying to break through, and they're actually working on it. Nothing finally bites back for Cloud9. There's been so little bite to their bark in seems like so long, but now we've got nothing, at least with an AWP here.
Oh, he wants
that M4 so bad, but you know the timing will never be on your side when you do this. This is the shot. Falls back in. Oh, they face together. Smart play from Cloud9. It's down to just Zeus in the 1v3. I don't know how much he can really do here. Get the AWP and get out. That's the smart plan. And silver lining to this Cloud9 right now. They're just holding on.
Whew. By the skin of their teeth.
Yep.
And, well, if they can continue this for another 4 rounds, then we'll have a game on our hands. But so far, Gambit on the brink of victory. And Zeus is allowed to save his AWP. This is a close one.
It really is. Oh, man. All right. How are we looking money-wise between these two as well? I want to see the purchases and how this is going. Yeah, I was kind of worried about Gambit's money. Because you know they love to buy, like, just that little bit too much. They always put them in a little bit of a situation going forward.
They haven't done it now, though.
They haven't, no. They've got a little bit of restraint. They've just chilled out a little bit.
Nice.
And Zeus having the AWP out of everyone on this team.
Yeah, that is a weird choice, in my opinion.
I know he's the one who kept it, but still, you give it out to 2 of the others who... Oh, God, what? Okay, don't do that, because Hobbit's fine with just a deagle. Yeah. He doesn't need any more. This is not the round you lose, Cloud9.
Oh, that would be heartbreaking if that happened. Let's see it. Stroud just constantly camping out by the door.
Zeus is actually in a really good spot for this as well.
And no one's in mid. It's all going to come from door and A main right now. And Look at that, Gambit knows this.
And the things that they put, like, okay, Mo's playing towards middle right now, he's only got USPS, so he's kind of like he's just on a warning system, right? It doesn't really matter what he does unless he gets like severely pressured and overwhelmed, and then, you know, that's highway open and the threat begins. But they have every deadly player with possibility in the right place now. The only man they're missing really is Hobbit. But no, tell a lie, he's already over here. He was the B player, but they switched him up. Oh god, this could be everything. It all depends on this, and here we go. Hobbit gets destroyed by Stewie, and now Zeus is the line of defense really for Gambit. Unless they get complacent and run into those pistols. Oh my god, oh nice ahead of the smoke. Whoa, no, Adren's found one as well. Stewie clings control of this. And now 2v2. 2 AWPs against 2 pistol players, Adren and Dozier. Adren swings out, he spots Skadoodle. He knows where he is, he falls, and it's devastating. But up above it's Stewie with everything to do. The ace to save Cloud9 here. Or it's a Gambit victory, and the tag. Oh my god. And the bomb. He's going for the plant. Oh my god, he went for the plant. And it's Dozier. Gets the job done for Gambit, and what a way to do it. That round of all things.
Stewie's so close. 4 kills.
How much more can he do?
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a game.